interest rates have risen quite a bit over the last few months, and that affects the housing market. It's a beautiful day out here, and I'm supposed to be in quarantine, so I thought I would take you out on the water on my paddleboard since it's right behind my house and it makes it extremely easy. Anyways, let's get down to our topic for today. We're going to be talking about the interest rates and how it is going to be impacting housing. It doesn't matter which way you cut it. Buying a new home is a massive investment. It doesn't matter which price range you're in, or if you're a first-time buyer or an investor with a number of properties. You want to know as much as possible about the market to make sure that you're making an informed decision. Let's look at how it will impact the housing market and what you can expect if you want to buy a house in Florida and the Florida Keys. How does that interest rate affect first-time buyers? For many first-time buyers, buying a new home is already a daunting task, but the rising interest rates could make this task even more problematic. The first thing to consider is the fact that interest rates will make your affordability lower. When you're buying a house at a higher interest rate, it will mean that the amount you have to pay back monthly on your mortgage will be higher than with a lower interest rate. Meaning that if you buy a house at the same exact price at a lower interest rate, that will be less expensive for your monthly bill. If you can only afford to spend so much, then a higher interest rate brings down the price of the home that you can afford to buy. And often that means that the options that you have available on the housing market can become less and fewer. This is why there are so many first-time buyers who are trying their very best to buy their first home as soon as possible to get the lowest rate to keep their costs down. But it is an interesting cycle. The rush to buy a home has heated up the market greatly. More people are putting in offers quicker, and the demand has become even more. In the end, this also pushes the price of the housing up slightly, and it means that you have to decide on which home you want to place an offer on more quickly, or you just might come back and it's already sold. So the question is, will the interest rate spike slow down the sales in the Florida Keys? There are a few mixed reviews on this, but most agree that the Florida Keys market is strong enough to stay hot even during a time when the interest rates are rapidly rising. Some say moderately priced home sales won't slow yet due to the inventory. There is a high demand in this area because there is a lot of people who want to live in the Florida Keys. But there just isn't enough homes for sale for people to buy. People are keeping their homes or using them for vacation rentals or holiday accommodations, and there just aren't as many homes coming on the market. In the end, people still need homes, and there aren't as many to offer currently. So far, the rising interest rates haven't slowed sales as much as one would think. One has to consider their price range and how the interest rate may impact how much you have to pay back on the loan in the end. In the end, the interest rates can make a massive difference. It can add a lot more to your mortgage, and it surely can stop some people from being able to afford the prices that they could in the past. So it's a good idea to have a plan and give yourself some wiggle room just in case they go up some more. So when you're supposed to be in quarantine, that means you're not supposed to go out in public. So I'm taking you out on the water today. It might be an adventure. I'm gonna get on my paddleboard and we're gonna go for a little ride. We live in Key West, we might as well be paddleboarding. Let's go for a ride. despite sellers dropping prices, buyers can still be stressed. Another trend seems to be that some sellers are dropping their price on their home, but that doesn't mean that you'll get the home easier or cheaper. This trend allows sellers to get multiple offers, so you just don't end up paying what they're asking originally. Many times homes get bid on and end up going much higher than the selling price as buyers try to outbid each other. The best way to combat this is to start looking at homes that are a little bit lower than your budget. That way, when you find something that you really love, when you can offer a bit more than the asking price and hopefully avoid any heartbreak in the long run. Or potentially, is this a bubble that you can wait out? There have been those that have said that you should just wait to buy a home until the bubble bursts. But is the Florida market really in a bubble? Not really. It is true that in the past, when the housing market really started to become hot and prices went up, things would eventually settle down, or a bubble could even burst. For example, during the 2008 home crisis. But there are many differences to the markets today compared to back then. The market has not been artificially inflated and instead is driven by the lack of inventory, something that won't likely just disappear quickly. Lending institutions have more rules and qualifications to get a home loan compared to years ago. More people are putting down larger down payments. Their offer is more competitive compared to others that are trying to buy the same home. We have also seen more of an uptick of people paying cash to get their offers accepted. These factors all point to the fact that despite the rising interest rates, that the Florida Keys market will continue to be steady. My biggest goal in sharing this video is to assist you in making those tough decisions when it comes to buying your next home. The interest rates have went up, but they are still considered very low compared to past years. If you're interested in purchasing a home in Key West, allow me to help pave the way to help you own a piece of paradise. Contact me and let's discuss your goals and what you're looking for in your next home. I'm Karriann Graf, and to watch more videos, watch these right here. People love what we do, and we do what we love. And until next time, bye for now.